on our way at Hamburg station on our way to Dokomi? Yeah, Dokomi this time. Yes, waiting for our last train. 4 hours still going, and we have been going, two of us has been going since 6 in the morning. Yeah, so a little bit of a journey, but excited for con. And so began the last few hours of travel to Dokomi. I personally don't mind a long journey to a convention, but I hate a long journey home. And if I'm honest, I just hate it when the journey home takes a little bit longer than my journey to the convention did. But I don't know if it's just a me thing, but do you guys who's watching this video have an opinion on travel time to and from con? And if you do, please put it down below, because I am actually curious how other people plan their travel to con time-wise. So it's the day after the last video, and we got here after a few delays on the last train. We got here safe and sound, checked in, got some food, and basically went to sleep. So now it's the first day of con, and we're gonna get into cosplay real soon, and hopefully also leave for con really soon. First day of con, ready for the day of con, and we're choosing to walk because it was easiest with like the trains, they're so full, and we had to take a bus first. So walking to con and maybe going to the park first, but ready for first day. This year my Dokomi started out with taking pictures of people at the park, and I get it. The park besides Dokomi is really pretty and has amazing spot that fits so many different vibes depending on what you're going for. And I do think taking pictures beside the park is a must when going to Dokomi, even if I most of the time am the one taking pictures and not the one getting the pictures taken. Finally, after taking pictures, we went to the convention center, the place where we had actually bought tickets for. We tried to get through most of the artist alley Friday, but I thought there was a lot more people than there normally is Friday. But me thinking that probably had something to do with the fact it was the hottest day that weekend, and I decided to cosplay from Yuri on Ice. So we have lost one person, and now we're looking to see if we can find any of our other friends, see if we can like say hello. But Dokomi is really big and it's really hard to find people. So we got some food and hung out with some of our friends. We actually found them. There was internet at home today.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
It never happens here.
No, it happens on Friday because there's not as many people Friday as there's the entire weekend. So just because of that, the internet is like really wonky. But got a wig break and cooled down a little, and now we're gonna get our 18 plus bands, and then we're gonna hang out a little bit more. Just grab some food. Just got this done. Some iced tea and matcha. And then our last person is currently talking to some other people. Yeah, maybe grab that one. It's really cute though. It's such a cute bag. It really is. But yeah, just grabbing some food, and then con is ending soon. And then we're probably going to the park for the rest of the day. I think. But it also looks like it's probably gonna rain soon. I just realized looking up at the sky. That doesn't look promising. Don't like the look of that. And especially because they're promising a thunderstorm today. So we're probably also gonna head back to the hotel soon. The week is seated and we're on our way back to the hotel. Not because we really want to, but because they're promising a thunderstorm and we really want to be at the hotel until that. And the other two is talking about drinking tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know what this shop is, but I love the fact that it's just filled with different kind of sodas and a little bit of snacks, and that's about it. I kind of want this in Denmark, to be honest. Once again, on our way to Dokomi, walking. For second day, it's the easiest with how like filled the train always are. So a little bit of walking and then just having fun at con again today, I think. If I'm honest, I didn't get a lot of footage from Saturday, as most of Saturday was spent looking at Artist Alley and Delos Hall and walking around to see if we could find people we knew. And surprise, surprise, we couldn't find anyone. So I texted people to see if anyone had reception, because for the first time ever, I had reception at Dokomi all weekend. And surprise, surprise, someone had reception. So we met up with some friends who we joined up with to go to the park after con closed. Way to the last day of Dokomi. The smokers are smoking and we're waiting for the bus that is delayed. And when we finally got to con, Rosie River and I joined our little Demon Slayer group for a few pictures and just like a few TikToks and having fun. But can we also just talk about how my friend made this look so easy? She had such an easy time getting off and on this rock. And then there was me. I was struggling. I don't know how or why it was so hard for me to get on this stupid rock that wasn't even that high up. And would you believe me if I told you that this video was set to 2x speed? Because I was struggling and I was slow. But finally up there, and then I'm looking like I didn't struggle at all. This was the easiest thing I had ever done in my entire life. And now I'm struggling to get off of the rock. But can we talk about how good my wig turned out? I am very proud of it because it's the first time I ever did something like this. After getting done with taking pictures and filming TikToks, Rosie River and I went back to con just to walk a little bit around, seeing the last few things before con was over, and just to like see if there was anything we missed, like getting the things we were like had to in Artist Alley, and then went back to the hotel to change, and then went back to the park to say goodbye to our last friends and getting our last hotel roommate travel buddy, and then seeing some bunnies before we finally went to get dinner. And then Dokomi was over for this year. By this point, I feel like I'm cursed because always when I travel home from con, my train or something gets delayed. And it got even more delayed throughout the journey to Hamburg from Düsseldorf. And we were afraid we were gonna get more delayed, so we would miss the train back to Denmark. Thankfully, we made it to Hamburg with 20 minutes to spare in between the two trains, and I had been looking on the way to Hamburg on where the platform was that we were taking our last train from, so we could just chill and go exactly to that platform when we got to the station. And very thankfully, our trip back to Denmark was very boring, so we could just chill, take a break, zone out, listen to music, and just get home. So in Denmark again, after a long trip in train, we still have one more train back to Copenhagen left, and we're one short because she lives here in Jutland, but
Got another train to catch to get home.
Yeah, and we still have like half an hour or so, 40 minutes left, and then we're also home. So some point tonight I am home, and then I will finish this video in a few days, I think. Yeah. And finally, we were on the last train home from Jutland. Last train home from a long but fun weekend at con. Hey guys, so this is gonna be like the last what is my overall thoughts after con. I've been home for a few weeks because I've been a little busy, but I have a note down here so I don't forget what I want to say. But let's begin. I overall at Dokomi this year had fun. I think it was a great con, but
I was very, very overwhelmed this year. It was very, very warm, and I had not chosen the right cosplays for this year. And that was one reason why this video is a lot shorter than what I wanted it to be, because I kept forgetting, because I was very overwhelmed and I was very overstimulated because I was very hot. I was not, like, temperature-wise feeling the greatest. But I will thank Rosie River, who was so nice of filming when I was taking pictures of other people, so I had a little bit more to, like, this was what my con experience was, because I did take pictures or get pictures taken this year, which I remembered. Yeah, as I said, this weekend I was very overwhelmed and overstimulated, and I didn't get to see as much as the con as I wanted to. I this year probably had my smallest artist alley haul I have had in the 4 times I have been to Dokomi by now, which is just proof that I did not had the greatest cosplays on this year, and but I will be going to Dokomi again in the future. I still overall really enjoy the con. It is one of my favorite cons, if which is easy for me to say. I mostly go to the same cons every year, but I don't know if I'm going next year yet, as next year's dates are very close to where Narcon is probably gonna, like, have their dates next year, and Narcon is my favorite con, and I have to go to that convention, but I'm figuring out if I can, like, move some things around and make sure that I have time and money to go to both. But if you're thinking about going to Dokumi, I think you should do it. But keep yourself updated on the temperature and plan accordingly to it is a summer con. It's probably gonna be hot. I'm gonna do that. Like, in the future, I'm gonna be a lot more ups on it being, like, further down south from me in Denmark. It's probably gonna be hotter, and I should have some more, like, summer friendly cosplays. But if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and put your thoughts on the video, or just Dokumi in general, down in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day!